All right, let's crack it. Welcome to Rose with Friends podcast. I'm your nigga, some guy 125, aka C Rock Chris, what my close friends call me. And today we got my man JayMan C. Say what's up to the people.
What it do, baby?
And we got special guest Trey Pound 38, my man, my brother from another mother.
Man.
Say what's up to the people.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy from Easily Sidetracked, also co-hosting Monday Night Raw Game. You know what that means, man.
Yeah,
get it.
We keep it raw. Hey, so today we gonna talk about what probably y'all already know. I mean, it's been through the news cycles, but we're gonna talk about Jonah Hill and the text messages that his ex-girlfriend, what the hell was her name? I think it's important. She looked like an Ashley. Want to just refer to her as Ashley? Actually, no.
I think her name is.
Her name is like Sarah Brady. That's her name. She's a professional, sir. Ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she looked like an Ashley to me. So,
yeah, that's cool.
So, as many of y'all might know, she released some DMs and text messages throughout their relationship that I guess she has saved for a special moment being this week, I guess, for some whatever reason.
Yeah.
But apparently, home dude, when he first DM'd her, he had a bunch of requests, which he labeled as boundaries. And you know, she has decided to go along with it, and it just got progressively worse during the relationship, to say the least. But JayMan C, what's your thoughts on it?
I only know like kind of the tweets that I saw, so I don't really know the whole story. But from the gist of it is that he's upset that she's wearing, I guess, a swimsuit and she's a surf instructor. And I guess part of her brand, I guess, is taking pictures with customers and stuff like that, which obviously makes sense. Yeah. So from what I gather from it, like I said, I didn't really look deep into it, is that he just sounds insecure, especially because it sounds like that's a job she had when they met, right?
Yep.
So that's that's kind of like, you know, you dating a veterinarian and fucking she comes home with cat hair or something, like, nigga. Like that's her fucking job. Like, what are you doing bitching about shit like that? But I mean, I think it's pretty insecure of him. Like I
woman,
said,
I told you I was allergic to cat hair. What you talking about with cat hair on you? Like, I was a vet before we met. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's like going to McDonald's ordering a large fries and being upset when they don't give you a small or something.
Yeah.
Like nigga, what did you sign up for this?
Can I pose a question real quick?
Yeah.
Gentlemen. So
go ahead.
Let's say you dating a porn star, right? And you wake up in the morning and it's a naked ass dude walking around your house. You just gonna be like, oh, it's okay to bring your work home?
Nah, that's different.
What you mean? Hold up, what you mean? What you mean? It's a client. It's her client. She got to do a movie with this dude.
Yeah,
well,
but
the porn star and you're agreeing to be with her, then I would say yeah. Like I would.
It's just cool. A naked dude walk, like you just wake up, just walk past, like, hey, what's going on? About the
be cool.
Me personally, no, but I'm answering the question. If I agreed to be with a porn star and she's doing her porn work at home, like that, I don't think that's something that is just sprung out of the blue. Is my point.
A more accurate thing, Trey, would be like if you dating a porn star and then one day you look on the internet and see a video of her and you just like, look, bitch, look what I saw right here. Why are you fucking
okay,
like, I'm a porn star. Like,
okay.
like she a porn star. Like, why you mad? Like,
okay,
like, why you cheating on me? What you?
Okay,
on the
that's
internet?
True. Okay, so what about if it was like, yo, that wasn't even for a shoot. You just did that for like his OnlyFans. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that wasn't for no money. Like you did that to go cloud up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
But all right. So let's go back right to the beginning. He DM'd her and then they talking, and then he throw these list of like what he called boundaries out there and shit. And looking at the list, it's just like, oh, don't be taking pictures in your bikini, and don't be surfing with other dudes, and don't be doing, shit like that. And it's like, don't post sexy pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, shit like that. It's like, dog, like, by this list, it's like you already knew who she was and what she did, and now you sitting here trying to change her.
So
You know what I mean? That's stupid on your point.
So him trying to build her up is the reason for him to be dragged down.
How is her surfing with other dudes? She a surfing instructor.
Okay.
She can't surf with other dudes?
Hey, audience, please do this. Please do this. Look up how much a surf instructor makes, right? And then look up how much Jonah Hill makes for a movie. For one movie. Now let's just say, hold on, let's just say this. Let's just say he was trying to get her into a role to where, like, yo, listen, instead of you just trying to be a surf instructor, let me try to move you into this lane to where you're making millions of dollars instead of just hundreds and, maybe a couple of thousand.
And why wasn't that drawn out like in the text message? Because that's not even like, hey man, I'm trying to move you into something. See, if you explain it that way, then you don't come off insecure. But the way he's doing it, it's just like he trying to control her behavior.
He's Jonah Hill.
Still, she's still.
It doesn't matter who he is.
This is Mr. Super Bad. This is Mr. Wall Street. This is Mr. What's the one? War Dog.
It doesn't matter who he is, though. None of that matters.
None of that matters?
Not pertaining to the subject, no.
It does, because it is. Again, his situation in Hollywood is way better than anything she got going on right now with surfing. Right or wrong?
So that gives him control?
No, it's not giving you control. I'm trying to put you on the same level that I'm on. You get what I'm saying?
If he don't feel like
you chasing pennies. I'm trying to get you to chase dollars.
But if he was, then if she wasn't on the same level,
the people that I'm talking to are telling me, listen, I can't do nothing with this, Jonah.
But if that's the case, if he didn't feel like she was on his level, then why he dating her? Why he in her DMs then?
What you mean?
He DM'd her. She didn't DM him. Why?
Dudes fall in love with? What's one of the most first things dudes fall in love with?
Then why didn't he just try to hook up? Why didn't he just try to hook up with her? Then why he make her his girlfriend if he felt like he was below her? This is just insecurity, bro.
Oh man, how's this insecurity? He
because
dated down and tried to build her up.
Is that actually part of the story though? Or are you just saying that?
No. There's no evidence.
So did Jonah Hill actually say like he's trying to get her to do like a different career, trying to build her up? Is that part of the story? Because I didn't see anything like that.
We don't know that because she only.
So you're assuming then?
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. Check me out. We only know what she released. And
That's
you know
true.
where that messages was from? You know when that messages was from? They wasn't from last week. They wasn't from last month. Those was from like 2-3 years ago, fam.
Ain't that long ago.
So it's like, yo, why was she even holding on to those messages, yo?
Yeah, that I'll give you that. I mean, we don't know, but it comes off a little weird that she waited for so long. But that's neither here nor
I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, they were from 2021. So that comes off like, hey, what's your like when he DM'd her, I'm thinking that was sometime in December of 2021 or the one that she put out. So yeah. I'm not sure. Actually, no, that's a text message. So yeah, they're from 2021. So
you saving that in your phone and y'all just broke up not too long ago. And only because the reports came out that my man about to have a baby, you want to drop these text messages out there. Come on, yo. But you calling him insecure, you calling him controlling. Like, all my man was trying to do was make his wife, yo. Make his, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to have a family, but he didn't want to have a family with somebody like you in a swimsuit bending over. Yo, come on, man.
But that's what she was doing when you met her.
Okay, but I'm trying to make you my kid's
Again, it's
mom
like
now.
it's like dating a stripper and get mad when she dancing on poles.
Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. So y'all got the whole thing. You can't make a hoe into a housewife.
Not saying that. I'm saying like if
Oh,
you know, I'm not saying that.
I told you I was gonna get you. I told you I was gonna
No,
get you.
no, because I'm not
I
saying
told
that.
you I was gonna get you.
But what makes her taking pictures in like what is she supposed to be surfing in? If
I
it's
told
not a
you.
bathing suit.
He's trying to get that. Like, listen, you do
She's
what you
supposed to be
do.
surfing in what she's supposed to be surfing in a potato stack.
Hold
And you
on.
know,
Did
like
he ever tell her to
you
stop?
know
Hold
what I
on.
mean?
Did he ever tell her to stop? Did he ever tell her to stop?
No, but he told her what not to put on social media.
I don't want you surfing with dudes. Why? Because some dudes are thirsty. They're not even gonna be.
So
These
she only
dudes
can
will
be an
have.
instructor for women.
Listen. Okay. All right. Let me ask you this: would you let your wife have a personal trainer where he's like, yo, you can just come to my house? I don't never come to your house. You just come to my house and I personally
But
train
she
you
ain't doing that. She's
myself.
surfing on the beach, and these dudes ain't coming on like, "Hey, come over here and surf at
Like,
my house." You know, come on, man. That don't.
hey, yo,
Come
you
on,
got
Trey.
you got the
That don't
illest
compute.
Kyrie Curvin. I'm telling you, you got the illest Kyrie Curvin today. I'm trying to tell you. Look,
I
my
mean,
man. Go ahead. I'm gonna listen to you this more. I'm gonna listen to you. Go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. Look, bro. Like this. Just like I said, this just screams insecurity because it's not like a bathing suit, my nigga. Like she work at the beach. Like you mad because she wearing bathing suits? I can understand, bro. Like if she did something that didn't require a bathing suit, then like and she just wearing one all the time. I can be like, all right, you know, I'll give it some sort of level of legitimacy, bro. But she a surf instructor, bro. Like she did that before you met her. Like why you in the if you didn't want a surf instructor, why you in the surf instructor's DMs?
She's
If you want a
stupid.
modest woman, why you ain't going to find a modest woman? Just like you said, he Jonah Hill. Go find you a modest woman. There's plenty of them, plenty of millions of them in California, millions. Why he ain't go find one? Why you in her DM? That's like me. All right, be DMing like what's that new girl? You know, everybody thirsting over Ice Spice or whatever. Let me DMing her and then get mad like, why you shaking your booty in rap videos? Like that's what she was doing before she met me. Like, why am I going to her to change her?
Yo, that's way different.
No, it's not. It's
That's
the
way
same deal.
different.
Like, I'm looking for a wife. Like, then why you in Ice Spice's DMs? Why, if you looking for a
Drake
different type
tried.
of woman, why you in her DMs?
Drake tried.
I got you. I got you right there. Why you in her DMs? But Drake don't like see Drake woman. I guess she was a porn star. He don't ever complain about her
Oh,
being a porn star.
oh, I
He don't
got the perfect
complain
one for
about it.
you.
He don't
I,
complain about it.
perfect one for you. Rihanna.
Or Drake, what's up?
Rihanna.
Okay.
From going to the half naked pictures on Instagram showing the breast, the booty, all of that, right? She got with ASAP. ASAP ain't come out with the whole. We don't know what they say behind closed doors. The same way we don't know what Jay-Z, Beyonce talk about behind closed doors. Same way we don't know what LeBron James and his wife do behind closed doors. But this is what we do know. Right? When two people get into a relationship, right? If one is on a major pedestal and the other one is not, it's either that person is either going to bring you on to their level or what? You're going to have to drop down to their level, yo.
But what does her wearing a bathing suit have to do with whatever level she's on? I mean, like I'm not getting what you're saying here. You know what I mean? Like
How many?
I mean,
Like I
like
just,
Ben Affleck don't say nothing about Jennifer Lopez wearing bathing suits. Like all these celebrity like women wear bathing suits. What's that got to do with nothing? Like nobody have a problem. It's only one have a problem with it in this situation is Jonah Hill. She not a
all right.
stripper. She not out there doing like you look at her Instagram. She not out there doing anything inappropriate, bro. That's why we say. That's why most of us are saying like, "Hey, bro, is
It is
insecure,
kind
man."
of inappropriate when, again, if my girl, the woman I'm trying to make my wife, the kid, the mother of my kid, is just out there bending over or taking sexy photos with random dudes. Just
If that
random
was some,
dudes, yo.
if that was something that would bother you that much, then you should have never dated her in the first place.
So again, y'all giving me the analogy you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
No,
that's a
No.
completely different analogy.
Yo.
no, it's more along the lines of this. If you have a boundary, see, that's the thing. A boundary has what you're gonna tolerate, not what you gonna make somebody else do. I can't say, hey, I can't go over like somebody's house and say, hey man, my boundary is you need to wear shoes around me. You know, I don't tolerate people not wearing shoes, and then get mad when JayMan don't ever wear no shoes. If I have a boundary, then, and that's my boundary, and I don't want to tolerate that, then I got to X myself out the situation and not try to control what other people do. If he didn't want to deal with that, he didn't have to deal with her. He didn't have to slide into her DMs.
I'm gonna hit you.
It's
All
that
right,
simple.
let me give
Go ahead,
another
Go ahead,
example.
J-Man.
Say
J-Man.
he slid in this girl's DMs and he found her attractive, whatever, they start dating. Now, before they become official, he could say, all right, now, like, if we're gonna be in a serious relationship, like the stuff you're doing on Instagram, the surfing, the bikini, like flirting with dudes for, customers or whatever the case may be, I need you to stop all that if we're going to get into a relationship together. He obviously didn't do that. So they got into a relationship, and then he tried to change the rules later on in the relationship. And that's a huge sign of insecurity, because if that was really a boundary, then he would have set that boundary at the beginning. You don't set a boundary after you've been in a relationship for a while.
My God,
And there's something
y'all
else.
missing-
And there's something else we forgetting too, because you forgetting, if you look like at the other text messages, it was of him telling her to fucking remove pictures from her Instagram and shit like that.
My
And like I
God.
said, like she running her own business. Like, yeah, he Jonah Hill, he got his own money, but she gonna still have to make hers because they ain't married. So he was sitting here like one of her pictures, he's just like, hey man, you need to remove this. And she's like, man, that's my most popular picture. Like, that's what's getting her out there. You know what I mean? Like, so she's supposed to fuck up her own money because he insecure. Like, no, man, come on, dude. Like just like I said, bro, if that was your boundary and you didn't want to tolerate that, then you need to leave the situation, not try to change the other person. If my wife was doing something that I didn't agree with, like when we first got together, then I'm gonna set that boundary. And if she keep doing it, then I'm gonna X out and find somebody else who's going to comply, or I guess comply is the wrong word, or somebody else who don't cross that boundary. You know what I mean? So, but not control them.
Oh, that's getting shorted right there. You know that, right?
Why? Because it was that good. That's why.
Hey, yo, but all right. Hey, yo, check me out. All right, this is where I get my Paul Haven on. So, JayMan, I hear you. Some guy hear you, right? But my guys, y'all are both missing the point. Dead real. This is the point. The message that she releasing are old messages. Those could have been, those could have been at the beginning of the relationship when he first started seeing this, and he was trying to tell her, like, yo, listen, let's just try to set these boundaries. Again, you even see where he was like, yo, they were going to therapy. He was like, yo, I even hate your therapist for the way they trying to whistling, like, you know what I mean?
Vilify.
Pacify the situation. You get what I'm saying? Like he like, yo, I hate that fact that we even have to go public with what we're trying to do. He was trying to establish something way from the beginning. But because, like I said, she probably was trying to do things, and then once she didn't see the like, all right, well, he probably gonna do this, or he probably gonna do this. Once he didn't do that, or probably once he started talking about having kids, she probably was like, my career will be over as a surfer. I can't take no more bikini pictures, none of that. So
Maybe.
I'm not gonna do this. So he left the relationship. He didn't put her on blast.
She left him though.
Okay. So look, he goes on to a different relationship. As soon as they released the what's her name? Oh, Jonah Hill, new girlfriend, having a baby, all of a sudden she's gonna post this. So hold on. Is this the right time for you to be posting this? You could have been posting that in the beginning of your relationship. You could have walked away back then. Why wait that long, yo? This is the point that I'm saying, where y'all guys are trying to miss it. Y'all get it, but y'all looking at it as like, okay, he's an insecure dude, but he was trying to establish something from the beginning of the relationship, fellas.
You speculating.
How? Those
You
messages
speculate
are
because we
all
don't know it.
messages.
Yeah,
We-
you are
messages
adding
are
a little
all
bit
messages.
a little bit to the facts. I mean, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. It's just, you know, we don't know all that happened for sure the way you're explaining it. But yeah, I agree with some of what you're saying. If she waited that long and you're having these problems, what, a year and a half ago, whatever the case may be, and now she's bringing it up now that he's with a new girl and having a baby, then yeah, she's trash as fuck for that.
Yeah.
But
That's all I'm trying to say.
that's the part I do agree with. But the part I don't agree with you is the turning the hoe into a housewife thing. That's a situation where, like, if you meet somebody and they're doing a particular task and then you fuck with them while they're doing that task and then like it bothers you down the line, that's the issue I have with that. That's basically what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So what you saying that, let me explain it better for you. Jay-Z seen Rihanna, right?
Mhm.
Yo, you're doing what Nicki Minaj is gonna be doing in a couple years, right? She's gonna be shaking her ass in videos, going half naked, shit like that. I don't want you doing that. I want you to be the princess. Think of yourself as a princess. Da 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 da. Rihanna's a billionaire, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna, it's just. Listen to me. Check me out. It's just a business decision to get you on my level. You can either take this.
But why?
You're speculating again, though. I agree with what you're saying, but you're adding to the story. So I agree 100% with what you're saying. If he's basically trying to uplift her and get her into a new career that maybe pays more, maybe where she doesn't have to flirt with dudes and be in her bathing suit, I agree 100% with you. But that's to what we know isn't part of the story. You're adding that part in to like fit your narrative.
So what would?
But my point,
what would have to happen?
thing
Jonah
is
Hill will have to say, "Yo, this is." He will have to say that, right? Like, "Yo, this is."
Yeah,
we
would have to get his side of the story. Yeah, we have to get his side of the story because
so he would have to prove himself, right?
No, you're not prove anything. It was just we got to get his side of the story. We only can go over what we know right now, and go and formulate our opinions off the information that we have now. And then if we get new information, and you just reshape your opinion, you know, you're always entitled to change your mind. Shout out to Khadijah, it's a YouTuber I listen to, but she has a show called that you always can change your mind. You know what I mean? So, but going off how we're reading these text messages and what we know, it's coming off a little insecure, you know. And like just like I said, but my point is this: is like these dudes, like, and that's why I was saying, like, man, there's a sinister, like, I think there's a sinister little, like more like of a, you know, background to it. You know what I mean? On Jonah Hill's side, because like I continuously said, like, hey, dog, like, if you don't want, like, men do this all the time. They always like, oh, we want modest women, we want this and that, but they always coming at women who club all the time. Like, you know, you see these dudes do it in a street interview, and they just be out there like with women who club it and like, oh, men don't really want this and men don't want that. Then why the fuck you at the club then telling these women that? There's plenty of modest women out there. If you wanted that, go get that. But I think Trevor Noah said it best, homie, when he said that these same dudes, they want these clubbing women. They say they don't, but they do want these women. You know, they want them the same way like an exotic bird collector doesn't want like a cockatiel that you can buy at a pet store. They want that. Like, yeah, he don't want that bird. He wants that exotic bird that's out there in the Amazon, that's out there free. He wants to take that bird and he wants to put it into a fucking cage. And that's what Jonah Hill wanted to do with this woman. He saw that she was out there living her life and she was sexy. And you know what he wanted to do? He wanted to take that sexiness and he wanted to put that woman into a cage and say, you only can be sexy on my terms. You be sexy for me. I don't want you being sexy for no other dudes. I don't want you to be doing anything else. You do what I tell you to do. So it's the same way. That's the sinister part that I think that's with this. Because if not, Jonah Hill can have a lot of women. And there's plenty of modest women out there. There's plenty of modest women in Hollywood that he can get right now. He ain't sliding in their DMs, though. He's sliding in the surfers' DMs. You know, and too many of these dudes do this shit and then try to say, well, those are just my boundaries. No, you're just trying to control her. That's why you texting her, hey, you need to remove this from, you know, he wasn't telling her not to be sexy. He was saying, oh, no, don't be sexy for these other dudes because it makes me insecure. So instead of dealing with his own shit, it's let me put it on to her. So, you know, like I said, bro, That's why she left his ass. Some of the shit aren't even real thirst traps. It's just pictures of her in a bikini. I'm looking at these pictures. It's like she not thirst trapping. It's her in a bikini. And why do you care that much if your woman, if she got a nice body and she want to feel sexy? What's the problem with that? J-Man, you got a problem with that? If your woman want to feel sexy?
Nah.
J-Man J? Exactly. Because J-Man J is a secure dude. He's secure. He trusts your partner. He knows she's not going nowhere. Ain't no problem with that. She want to feel good. She want to put on a nice outfit and go out with her homegirls. Who cares? Other men is gonna find them attractive. Just like I said, I used the potato sack fucking example earlier. A woman could be wearing a potato sack and a dude's gonna hit on her if she look good. She pretty. Period. So why are and if you have a problem with that, then that's your problem. That's Jonah Hill's problem that other men find his woman attractive. That's a problem that a lot of men would wish to have. A lot of an attractive woman on their figure. I'm like, dude, so I'm saying, man, like this dude, from what we know.
I get it. I totally get what y'all fellas are saying. You know what I'm saying? But again, with the way I'm looking at it is like this. Maybe my man Jonah Hill was like, yo, I'm not about to have Scottie Pippen's wife. I'm not about to have Scottie Pippen. Like, yo, I'm not about to have my girl or my wife in a bunch of random dudes' pictures. The next thing you know, all of a sudden, it comes out, yeah, I was sleeping with Jonah Hill's girlfriend, And now all of a sudden, this dude's all on TMZ. And now
how does how she dress? Come on, man. How does how she dress like dictate that she gonna go sleep around?
How we know she ain't do it already?
Well, if he felt that way again, why is he dealing with her?
Love can make you do a lot of things.
No, he won't control and he insecure, bro. It go right back to that.
All right, let me ask y'all this. Can I ask y'all this? I know this ain't the story, but let's just say this. Let's just throw it out there, audience. If you listen, I want you to chime in too. Check this out. Let's say that she was in an abusive relationship with Jonah Hill. Right? Mm-hmm. The whole time she doesn't say nothing. This happened back in 2003, 13, whatever. Right? Now it's 2023. Now she just dropped these what's her name? Because he got a baby on the way. He ain't say nothing about her, and she like, oh, he used to abuse me. Are y'all gonna still have that same energy? Or y'all gonna still have that same energy?
Yeah.
Whoa. You okay?
I think you missing what's wrong with the situation. Like I think you missing.
I want you to elaborate. I want you to elaborate a little bit because you said something a little bit earlier that I was going to say something, but I wanted you to finish your statement. You said something about Jonah Hill having a more sinister plot into this thing. What was so sinister about his plot? That's what I want to know because it seems like y'all thinking he was like on some holding her hostage type stuff. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say sinister. It's just, I kind of said it already, but it's like he met her when she was dating, or excuse me, when they first started dating, she was already a surf instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's out here instructing people how to surf. Like, that's the way I see it. It's that simple to me. Yeah.
How you meet somebody who was a surf instructor when you met him, and then you get into a relationship with him, and they say, you know what's unacceptable about you? You instructing people how to surf. I can't tolerate that. You need to stop doing that. It's like, nigga, like she was doing that beforehand.
So
but like I said, yeah, I think his motives were ulterior because just like I said, it's how you frame it. Like, hey, I want this type of woman, but you never go after that type of woman. Like a lot of dudes say that. Just like I said, those dudes who be on the streets, like interviewing these women, like the Andrew Tates and all this, and all these people who like say they want these modest women, but they always be like commenting and going at women who club. And it's just like, well, if you want a modest woman, go find one. There's plenty of them out there. Go get you a modest woman. Why are you worried about the women who clubbing? Again, with Jonah Hill, if you wanted a modest woman and you didn't want the surf instructor, why you DMing the surf instructor? You initiated the situation. Why you DMing her? That's an issue. That's weird to me. That's like some dude saying, man, man, I'm not gay. I'm totally not gay. I am not gay at all, but that nigga always get caught at the gay clubs. Like, hold on, like, I'm like, really? Why you always
there? I just DJ'd it.
I was just walking by and
hey,
my song came on and I walked in. Why you here? Oh, I like it, man. They make a bomb ass martini here. That's why I'm like, hey, shut up. You just like to be there. But you know what I mean? Like, why you always there? Like, and so like my thing is, why did you go to the surf instructor if you did not want that? If, just like I said, that initial text message where he was just like, plain and simple, if you need to do this, then these violate my boundaries. And they were literally tailored for her. And they were literally tailored for this woman. Like, it wasn't like these were general things like, oh, hey, I don't think my woman should have inappropriate friendships with men. I don't think my woman should dress scandalously. I don't think my woman should do this. It was, I don't think my woman should wear a bikini and be with men. I don't think surfing with other men. They were literally tailored to her. So it's like, dog, you knew what she was before you dated her. If you did not want that, why you slide in her DMs? This shit is making no sense to me. It's like buying a Saab. It's like saying you want a Mercedes, going and buying a Saab, and then get mad when you got a fucking Saab in your driveway, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit don't matter. Like that shit don't make no sense to me, bro. Is what I'm saying. But I think there's an ulterior motive to it. I think these dudes really do want these women. They just want to control those women. They want to take, just like the bird collector. He don't want the cockatiel. He wants that free ass eagle in the fucking, from the rainforest that's rare and shit. He wants to take it out the rainforest and put it into a fucking cage. He wants to control it. And that's what people like Jonah Hill, they're secretly trying to do.
Man,
that by saying you're violating my boundaries by doing what you do. And then it's just a way to control the woman. That's what I think that ulterior motive is, right?
Yo, I don't think so. Yo, all right. Back in the day, this would have been no issue. Back in the day, this would have been not a non-issue. It'd have been a non-issue.
Back in the day when?
Like, I don't know, maybe like the 90s or something. But this what I'm
back in the 60s, beating the shit out your wife would have been a non-issue. Don't mean it was right.
This guy is out of control. But this is what I'm
it's true though.
I get you, but this is what I'm saying. All right. We have instance where a lady will be straight out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Her dude will be right there, but he's so, I don't want to say nothing. So he gonna let her act a fool in public, embarrass him, get him into all types of altercations or whatever because of her. But if he was the type that'd be like, yo, I don't tolerate none of this like yelling and arguing with people in public, or what about the female that disrespect the waiter? Dude, yo, I don't condone none of that. He's trying to be controlling. He's trying to be controlling because he's telling her like, yo, you don't have to do this in public. Or what about not to take it back, but Keke Palmer, that picture that we seen, yo, when he was like, yo, you're my kid's mom, yo, you going out to a concert, you don't gotta have your ass out, fam. And he got persecuted because all he said was, yo, you're my kid, yo, you're a representation of me. So if you're going out there to go see another dude with your ass cheeks out, it makes me look bad. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you might get the clout for it, but it makes me look bad, yo. So all I'm saying is, yo, you don't have to do that. That doesn't make me controlling, fam. It's just saying, yo, you're a representation of, wow.
He do though. See, I knew he was gonna react like that. I knew it.
Hey, you know what's funny is I agree with all of his side points, that has nothing to do with what Jonah Hill was texting. Like every point you're bringing up, I agree with, but it's
all I'm saying is we don't really know what that situation was. Like you said, okay, because we don't know Jonah Hill.
We don't know the full
and
context.
We only know what she posted out.
We don't know the full context. I'm willing to admit that we don't know the full context, but
from the part we do know is what me and Chris are basing it off of. It sounds like you are kind of adding pieces to the story
and change the story.
I know these trifling females. Yo, if you hold on to it,
but you don't know this girl personally, hold on. You can't say that.
Let me ask you a question. JayMan, check me out.
What up?
You and your wife, your girl, y'all ever have an argument?
I would say no, honestly.
All right. Some guy, you and your wife ever have an argument, disagreement?
Yeah.
Disagreement, okay. Yeah. We like talk things out. We don't really argue or yell or nothing like that.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, has she ever sent you a text message as like, oh man, like you really da 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 da, and then you hit her back, da da da, and then all of a sudden, then you like, you know what, it's over. Let's just squash it, right?
Sometimes.
Right? Previous relationships, yeah, but no, not my current one.
Do you still have those text messages in your phone, or do you think that other person has those text messages in their phone? Your exes, or your current girlfriend, whatever.
My current one, yeah, I have all the texts. I've texted like we met like 2.5 years ago, something like that.
And I have all her text messages.
Yeah, I save all my text messages. I've text messages for like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
I'll never text you.
I don't delete text messages.
I'm keeping it.
I keep my receipts like the IRS is calling play.
But that was my point though. You get what I'm saying? That's how I would feel. I don't know that part. Jonah Hill felt,
I'm with you on that part. That's weird as hell.
Yo, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and we have a disagreement, you get what I'm saying? And that text messages was 2-3 years old and you still holding on to that, then that means you never forget.
But the iPhone automatically do that. It's all in iMessage. It's all just saved.
You can delete your message.
I could, but most of us just don't. I didn't even just to be honest, I didn't even know it's like a year ago to even do that. That like I can go back that far in so many.
Anybody who don't delete their messages, I hope you get a virus.
Nah.
I hope you don't get a virus.
I got an iPhone. It don't happen. It don't happen to me.
If you don't delete, I heard all your
diabolical hating over
viruses, yo. Word up, man. Go ahead.
All right.
Listening.
Understand places and from your wild recent past beyond. Yeah, this dude said, no friendships with women in unstable places or from your recent and past beyond getting a lunch and coffee. Recent wild past getting besides getting like how can you can't
I don't want to see you with Megan Thee Stallion. That's all he's saying. I don't want to see you with Megan Thee Stallion. That's it.
Nah, man, like that's control. No, you can't. How could you see, man? Nah, dude. Like he tripping on that one. He had a pocket on that one, bro. And if all right, then that's fine.
I agree with Chris on that one.
He had a pocket,
all
man.
He's saying is, don't be with no Megan Thee Stallion. Don't be with no Ice Spices.
And he go, but then then why you dating that woman? Then why you dating that woman? The question still remains, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a boundary; it's you controlling their behavior. If you don't want her to control, if you don't want her to, if you didn't want a woman who hung, if you feel like she hang with hood rats, then why are you dating a woman who hang with hood rats? It go right back to the same question.
Maybe they don't know their friends is hood rats.
He obviously know. He texting her.
But that's what I'm saying. But maybe she don't know her friends is hood rats.
She posts sexual pictures. What does that mean? Like I said, bro. Like, and then I'm looking at the pictures he's telling her to remove. They're not even thirst traps. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, I can understand like if what you was saying like was true, but he telling her to remove just shit she look cute in. You know what I mean? Like she just took a picture. She fully clothed and shit.
Oh, she look cute though, huh?
Yeah,
she look cute, huh? Oh, so you
cute. I mean, I'm not that into.
Take that down. This is why you see that.
And that's his insecurity.
Why.
And date ugly
Right
woman.
there,
Then why do you date ugly woman then if you don't want a cute one? If he mad she cute, why you date ugly woman then? If you don't want other dudes to think she cute. Date ugly woman then. He should date ugly woman.
Why do I
Go date.
ugly girl?
I mean, what is
I
he
just want somebody to tone it. He wanted somebody to tone it down. That's all he wanted was somebody.
And he should have dated. Then he should have dated a modest woman. They go right back to the same thing. He should date a modest woman who was toned down.
When has any female
that'd be like
into the social media been able to been turned down?
Like, hey, your boy never even did that. Your boy Jay-Z never even did that. He dated Beyonce. When he ever tried to, hey, Beyonce tone it down, trying to become a billionaire. He became a billionaire with his wife. He was dating Beyonce in her prime when she was doing, what was that video? What's that song called? Crazy in Love. When she shaking that big old booty in that video.
You know, she was making she was a bigger star than he was.
Hey, hold on now. This crossed my boundaries. You shouldn't be shaking.
That's cap.
He was a bigger star
no, she
than
was
he
not.
was.
Nah, not at that point in time.
Not that point.
Yo, fellas.
Beyonce got real big around Irreplaceable.
I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Like, nah, you tripping.
Jay-Z was coming down on his career when she was at that point.
She was skyrocketing and Jay-Z was on a decline, fam. He was talking about Jay-Z retired like 3 times. Like he retired literally 3 times.
No, but we getting off. We get easily sidetracked right now, right? We getting off the point. But my point is like Jay-Z didn't get with Beyonce and try to change her, bro. If he didn't want that, he wouldn't have just dated her. I'll at least give Jay-Z that because he at least conduct himself like a dude who's secure with himself. Because if he ain't gonna deal with no bullshit, he just ain't gonna deal with it. If he didn't want that type of woman in his life, he just wouldn't have her in his life. Like Jonah Hill should be conducting himself the same way, bro. Same thing. All of us. If JayMan, real shit. If your woman was doing something, and I'm only like talking to JayMan because like I've been with my wife for fucking ever, but in his relationship's a little bit younger. But if you met her and she was doing something that you didn't agree with, you gonna try to change her? Or you just gonna be saying, "You're gonna be like, I'm out. I'm gonna meet somebody else."
Yeah, I wouldn't even got to the point where we started dating seriously.
Exactly.
I would just kept it casual.
Exactly. So she was doing something
wouldn't even try to talk it out.
What's that?
Probably not. Out? If she's already doing something I don't like, then that just shows me that that's not the type of person I want to be in a serious relationship with. I'm not trying to change anybody.
All right, that's cool. Hey, some guy.
What up?
All right.
You frustrated now?
Remember? No. I like where this is going. Because this is exactly where I wanted to go because it fits in. Again, when I said it's levels. You get what I'm saying? Jay-Z, we look at Jay-Z like, yeah, Jay-Z was that bigger star because we knew who Jay-Z was. You get what I'm saying? But them young girls and stuff like that, Beyonce, Destiny Child, they had a skyrocket, right? So why would I try to change Beyonce to be on my level, right? Hold on. Instead of me just rocking with her and getting on her level, and now we skyrocketing together. Now let me take you to this one. Let me take you to a reverse. J-Lo on a skyrocket going up. Diddy on a decline going down. Instead of her bringing Puff up to her level, she dropped down and went to Puff's level. Shooting happens. What happens? J-Lo stopped getting movie roles like that. Music career goes silent. Bad Boy goes.
What music career?
Bankrupt.
I'm confused. What music career?
Don't try to play J-Lo like that. Cut it out.
J-Lo's a singer. You
mean Ashanti's career? You mean Ashanti's career? Ashanti's vocals are on like 90% of J-Lo songs.
But look, hey, we don't know what she could have did. You know what I mean? If that shooting with what's her name didn't happen.
But how did she handle it? How did she handle it, Trey Pound? How did she handle it? How did she handle it? She dropped down to his level and started. Once she got down to his level and said, "Hey, you know what? This nigga behavior ain't for me." What did she do?
She left.
Did she try to change him? She left, or did she try to change him? Hey, Puffy, you shouldn't be in the club shooting shit up.
But that's my
She
point.
just like she didn't do that.
But that's my point. That's my point. Diddy, you waited until after all that stuff happened, right? To try to get oh, you know what? I think I might be good at movies. You had a girl that was already doing movies. You could have just slid in and did your career earlier. But instead, you want to be gangster, bring your girl, your $1 million girl to your level, dealing with bum dudes. You bringing your $1 million girl to the hood around bum dudes. What you think gonna happen? Somebody gonna be like, man, that girl ain't all that bad. J-Lo is fire, right? I mean, most of us would be like, J-Lo ain't ugly, but it'll be that one dude that want to try you because exactly my point. So when Jonah Hill say, yo, don't be posting pictures with such and such, I don't like dude. Dude might have posted a picture like, yeah, she's putting oil on my back right now. Just to poke at him, yo. And he's a random, just regular ass dude. Now you giving this dude clout. I told you, clout is a new drug out here, fam. And people will use whatever to destroy you or to get at you to get famous, yo. So Jonah Hill, like, yo, stop taking pictures with random dudes. Stop doing all this.
But it wasn't random dudes, it was clients.
Who ain't none of them, yo. You was not.
So was
making
she not supposed
to?
So let me ask this: what was she supposed to do? Not have any male clients?
Perfect. Why not?
So what is are these male dudes who are learning to surf?
Female
so let's say like
in a male-dominated area.
So let me get this straight. So let's say like I wanted to learn how to surf, and she was my instructor, and like JayMan there, and I finally get up on the board or something, and I'm standing there. JayMan not supposed to take no pictures of me because of Jonah Hill might get might get jealous.
So okay, you know
what I mean?
Learn,
so
okay, I'm not gonna be sexist here. It's cool you want to learn how to surf from a woman or a female or whatever.
I didn't want to learn how to surf. I just want to learn how to surf. I didn't care who it was. I mean, that's most people. Dude. That's what she do.
So you couldn't find a dude.
If she come highly recommended and got good Yelp reviews, why am I just like why does it matter, bro?
Well, here's the main point. Random niggas outside don't need to cater to Jonah Hill or any other man. If they want a female surf instructor, they can go get one. No one, especially outside of the relationship, should have to think like, oh, I need to go get a male instructor in case this person's in a relationship with an insecure man. That's like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard.
Nah,
you know what I mean? But
was perfectly right.
And why Jonah Hill let
if any of us were single right now, if any of us were single right now, we can go right down to any one of these beaches in California, find a surf instructor and bag her without being Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
So if a surf instructor bags Jonah Hill or gets bagged by Jonah Hill, why not try to get on that level, fam?
Why should she give up her career? That was only her boyfriend. That was only her boyfriend. They weren't married. You know what I mean?
I don't understand how the two correlate though. Like now whether she's trying to like become on Jonah Hill's level or not.
She's still on the beach looking at them waves, dropping old ass text messages about me.
Maybe she's
y'all cool with that, yo. And y'all cool with that. Jonah,
I'm not cool. I said more than once that part I don't agree with.
Baby.
I think she's lame as fuck for that part. That's not the part that I'm on her side for. So I'm on both their sides depending on which part of the topic.
You just think he was controlling in the situation where he was trying to tell her like, yo, look, tone it down. Don't be with these random dudes taking all these sexy pictures. That just sounds like some terrible stuff for a boyfriend to say to his girl.
Well, I would say I wouldn't go as far as like how Chris said it was sinister, but I do agree that it's controlling and insecure. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
So,
bro, like hold on, but hey, hold on. I just looked it up, man. This woman, she ain't no bum. She a surf instructor. She worth $3 million, bro. Like she a millionaire. So like, you sitting here like, oh, she need to get on Jonah Hill level. She a millionaire just like he is. You know what I mean?
$3 million.
But less of a millionaire. But bro, like she ain't.
Jonah Hill probably walk around with $3 million.
And
maybe.
like
Everybody walk around with $3 million, man. Come on, man. That's tough change to Jonah. Yo, they get like a couple mil for a movie. He's been in plenty of box office hits.
What if that's what she wants to do, though? You're like adding these side stories to Jonah Hill's favor. What if she just wants to get her own bag, have her own career, so she doesn't need to rely on Jonah Hill for anything? What if that's her mindset?
Okay, I get you. But again, if this man is saying, yo, I want a family, tone it down. You know what I'm saying?
What does
don't
toning
be
it
out there
down have to
random
do?
dudes.
Is she not supposed to have a bikini? And if Jonah Hill wanted to get on her level, like he could have easily got a lot of his fan base to go get some surf lessons from her. He should have been promoting her.
I could have. He could have.
But he's more concerned with. It looks like he's more concerned with controlling her. And just like I said,
dudes.
she was what she was prior to him meeting her.
So you want me you want me to hook you with my client or my friends, my $1 million friends, so you could be out there surfing with Tom Cruise, Channing Tatum, and all that, blowing up. You blowing up, but instead you want to be with these random ass dudes.
He could have did that, but he didn't. He just wanted to control what she put on social media. They were together for years. He could have did that. But my whole thing is this. It comes down to this, Trey. I'm gonna say it like honestly, like honestly, dog. Like if you were dating a stripper, if you met a girl at a strip club and then you came at me, it was like, man, she be doing shit to get on my nerves. I mean, what she be doing, man? She be dancing on a pole and shit. Niggas be throwing dollar bills at her. Like, nigga, she was a stripper before you met her. Nigga, like, how does that annoy you? Then why are you with her? You sound stupid as hell to me right now, bro. Okay. I'm gonna just tell you like that. You sound dumb as hell. I'm not gonna sit here and knock you and say, you know what, I get why that would bother you, but why did you slide in the DMs of a stripper then? All right, cool. So let's just say this. They go right back to the same circle, bro. Why he go with her then? He chose her. She didn't chose him. She didn't slide in Jonah Hill's DMs. He slid in hers. Cool. Let's just say this. Let's go off your analogy. Let's say I'm dating a stripper, right? I'm like, yeah, she's she out there in LA. Now you and JayMan go, we'll go see what she's talking about. I'm not supposed to be upset that my girl just gave you and JayMan a lap dance? No, because
not if she was a stripper when you met her.
What the fuck? When she went to go that night, when she went to the strip club, that night when she went to her shift at the strip club, when she was walking out the door and she kissing you goodbye, mwah, mwah, Trey Pound, I'm going to work at the strip club. The fuck did you think she was gonna do? If you see some guy and you see JayMan there, you're not gonna be like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I just seen Trey. Let me give you a lap dance. I'm not gonna be cool with that, fam.
In that situation, if you're talking about like your homies are going to be petty and pay for a lap dance from your girl, then yeah, that's fucked up. But is that the point you're making? No, I get what you're saying, and that's perfect. But it goes just like this. We don't know who he was talking about or what relationship him and old boy had when he was like that person right there. I don't want you with this dude. Like, I don't want you around this dude taking pictures like this with this dude. You know why? Because the same shit happened with Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes. But a lot of the pictures he was telling her to take off. Divorced, all of a sudden you in my house, fam? You know what that means? No, that means y'all was already doing stuff behind my back, fam. It's a lot of the pictures he was telling her to take down weren't with her and dudes. They were just her and just hey, she wearing a bikini. Hey, take that down. It was one of her like paddling out, like by herself, and somebody took a picture or from like far away. No, take that one down. It was one of her in like a bikini. No, take that down. There's one of her I'm looking at right now to where like she just wearing a normal outfit. We don't see. Come on, we don't know if those were the pictures. She could have. They in the text messages. He texted her. He screenshotted the picture and texted her like, "Can you take this down?" She could have filtered those in. Come on, man. She could have, but as far as we know now, we got to go off the evidence. We go now. We go and now. I guess I got the tinfoil hat on, huh? I guess you got my tinfoil. You borrowed my tinfoil hat for a minute. I gotta give you conspiracy theorizing now. Come on, you conspiracy theorizing now. All right, Trey. I gotta say this real quick. like I know we're at odds right now, but you got to admit you're adding a lot to Jonah Hill's side that is not part of the story.
All I'm trying to do
You're
is
giving him a lot of credit, and it's almost like you're going through your own mindset on how you feel personally and adding that to the story to make Jonah Hill's side seem better than what it actually is.
I've been in his situation. I've been in Jonah Hill's
See,
situation.
exactly. That's what you're taking it a little bit more personal than me and Chris are. Me and Chris are looking at it just, from the outside looking in. You're taking your own personal experiences and adding it and kind of playing the victim a little bit with Jonah Hill.
Not really.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like to me, man.
Cool.
You do.
And that's cool.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
Basically, this is what I'm doing. A lot of people will try to cancel Jonah Hill for this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I'm trying to do is give people a different perspective to look at it as. I'm not trying to put my personal, because I don't know the woman. I wasn't in a relationship with her, so I can't really make it that personal. But I could give the audience something to think about besides what they see. Because a lot of times what you see ain't always what the truth is. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta have somebody like myself to try to give you something else to think about. Even if it is way out there, it may be way out there. I may be way off. But at the same time, I might be right on point. I might be 100%.
That's true too.
Right.
Hey, that's true too. And like we said before, man, we don't know really the full context. We got what she shared with us. You know what I mean? And she could have selected what text messages she wanted to share and what not. We don't got the whole conversation, but I bet you I know who do got the other text messages, because if it looked like they were using iMessage. I see the little blue screen, so that means he probably got them too if he didn't delete them, so he could easily clear this up.
That message? You don't
he
could
could
your
have.
new kid's mom to go through your phone and see that type of stuff, yo.
But I mean, like, I'm just going off of what me and JayMan are just both going off of what we see and what he said, and it's just like, hey, dude, taking the, I guess, better word, assumption that how it's presented is true. Yeah, Jonah Hill is looking a little insecure. You know what I mean? And it's just something you need to fix. But throwing it out there as boundaries, because that initial text message is like, hey, saying you can't do this because these violate my boundaries. That's not violating your boundaries. That's controlling that person. Like I said, like, you can't tell. If you have boundaries, you only can control what you do. You have no right to control what they do. So if they, that's just this past, present, future, like real shit. Like
I'm saying, if I say, yo, what you just did, it kind of violated the boundaries,
But that's not what he was saying. He was just like, hey, if you're going to do this, but if you're going to do this, then this violates my boundaries and we can't do this. And it don't go that way. You need to not do this. It's just not, hey, you know what? If you go do this, then I'm going to leave this situation.
So basically, I gave you an ultimatum in, when you say this message was like 03. So I gave you this ultimatum in 03.
2021, not 20, not 03.
Okay, 2021. If I told you this in 2021, like, yo, if you keep doing this, I'm out. Obviously, you said you're not going to be doing this because we stayed. Mm-hmm. And then in 2023, all of a sudden you want to pop out with
it. But the shit is real vague too. Like sexy pictures. What's a sexy picture? That's a subjective thing. What's a, it's like, come on, man. Like,
is it surf or are you selling surf instructions or are you selling sex? Which one is it?
Nigga, what is she supposed to surf in?
Okay, yo, are you?
Wait, she's not supposed to surf in that. She's not supposed to. What's she supposed to surf in? She's supposed to get in the ocean with a big ass t-shirt on, a big ass t-shirt on, and some jean shorts or something. Nigga, like, what is she supposed to surf in? What's she supposed to surf in, Trey?
So if I take
what do women
usually
usually surf in?
Basketball. Hold on. If I take pictures of me shooting a basketball every day, just a still shot, never a video, and I'm like, yeah, I never miss. Come get your shooting instructions from me. How many dudes you think gonna come and be getting their shooting instructions from me? I want to know, because if you tell me a lot, I might go ahead and do it.
Come on, man. No, that'd be like,
It's
come on, man.
still-
Like, all right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask the audience this. I'm gonna ask the men this shit. How many of
Go
y'all would
ahead, I wanna
tolerate?
hear
How many of
this.
y'all would tolerate this shit? Like, imagine if you were a successful. Let's say, hey, we blow up. You're a successful businessman. You go, like I said, you go buy you a Hellcat or a Porsche or a Corvette or something. Rolly, you wearing designer clothes and shit. You wearing designer suits and shit now. You getting your Kevin Samuels on. And you want to take pictures, you done up. You want to take your pictures on your Corvette, shit like that. Then you meet a girl. She's like, oh, that violate my boundaries. Why you got that Hellcat? Oh, you're trying to get other bitches? Nah, you need to sell that Hellcat, get a Prius. And you need to get rid of that Rolex and get you a Casio. You need to, now, why you wearing them designer suits? What you need to wear? When you ain't wearing them nowhere, why you need to wear them designer suits? You need to need to wear you some dad jeans or some New Balances. Why you wearing all that? That violate my boundaries. You gonna tolerate that? Or you can be like, man, this woman
Sound like
crazy.
good advice. It
You
sound
gonna be
like
like,
good
this woman
advice.
crazy. Now I'm trying to get you to my level. Let's say like she made a lot of money. I'm trying to get you to my level. She used some bullshit to try to control you. Like, bro, it's classic manipulator shit. That's what he's doing. He's controlling her behavior as his boundaries. Anybody can do that. Like, that's real shit, dude. Like, anybody can do that. I can do that right now. Say, hey, this is not. And then, these are just my boundaries. And it's like, if that's your boundaries, she violated those already. Everything, just like I said in that text message, everything was tailored to her.
Hey, yo,
So
right
she was
now,
already doing it.
right now, what you just said,
What?
you just violated my boundaries.
Huh.
You see? Come on, man. This shit is blatant. Like, yo, we don't know the context of the whole thing because it's only what we see. Now, listen, y'all fellas is making a great case. Y'all making a great case, and I totally agree with y'all saying. But again, I gotta see it because I know there's some guys out there that like me who've been with that female after you dumped her. All of a sudden, 2-3 years go by, she don't say nothing to you. You post that picture that you're in a new relationship. All of a sudden, she got some stuff to say about you. She got these messages she want to send your new girl and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, what are you doing all that for if I'm not even with you? I'm not with you.
Or maybe that dude's manipulative and she's just trying to warn the new girl.
Oh, you got to warn the new. I get you. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was a little uppercut. You got that.
That could be equally true.
That. You got that. I wasn't prepared for that one. You uppercut the shit out of me. I got you. I'm gonna shut up from right now because you uppercutted this.
I'm just saying, man. Like we gotta like with me, like, bro, like, I don't know, maybe it's the wrong way to think, but sometimes you gotta play the odds. Like how you were talking about like conspiracy theories, and I got homeboys who do that shit, and my homeboy was like telling me like, oh, he think they faked the moon landing, and he just got this whole conspiracy theory, and I was like, hey, dog, like, it would take more effort to do that than it would to just actually put somebody on the moon. And I'm like, just to be honest, dog, like the chances of that shit being true, like the conspiracy theories, that shit ain't very high.
Right.
So this whole thing about him having some, he trying to, I get what you're saying, but I mean, he just don't come off like he that dude who had a plan for her. He came off more like he was trying to control her, especially in that initial. He came off like a manipulator, because let's be real, people who manipulate other people, they're really good at it and they're really fucking clever. You know what I mean? like liars, they're really fucking clever at this shit. So he might have.
I was gonna give you another example. But before I go, I wanna ask y'all this question. Serious question. I want both of y'all to be honest. JayMan, I want you to be honest. Some guy wants y'all to be honest. Audience of each and every podcast, I want y'all to listen to this and answer this question so seriously, dead seriously. If you seen your friend or family member, significant other cheating, would you be the one that wanted to tell them, or would you try to get someone else to tell them?
I would go to the person that was cheating on my friend or family member and basically let them know, like, look, you got 24 hours to let them know, or else I will. And that's the way I've always thought about it.
You know, people nowadays be like, you know, you need to mind your business, right?
I don't care.
All right.
It don't move
I'm
me.
just asking. I'm just asking. What about you, some guy?
Shit. I never
I'll
thought
let you
about
choose,
that. I
family member
never
or
thought
friend.
about that. Like,
I think about that shit all the time because I done seen some shit, man.
So,
yeah, I
so
just
JayMan, if it's a family member or a friend, you'll do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Some guy,
Wait,
what about you?
You're saying like if I don't know the other person? Is that what you're saying?
Like, let's say you seen your cousin's wife or your cousin's girlfriend cheating, you'll walk up to her and be like, "Hey, you got 24 hours." But if it was like a friend or a coworker and you seen their wife cheating, you'll walk up to them and be like, "Hey, you got 24 hours." Or I'm gonna let
If I
my friend
don't
know
if
that
I don't know either party, then nah. If it's like a
nah,
coworker
that's
or
what I'm saying.
something.
They're your friend or your coworker, or you have like I said, your family.
Oh, not coworker. I don't
Obviously,
give a fuck about my coworkers. But yeah,
you
friend or
guys
family. I'm
cheating.
always gonna be on my friend or family side.
All right, that's cool. Some guy. Yeah. What about you? I want to hear this one.
I don't know. I guess now that I know Jay's point of view, I'll probably just end up doing that. Like I said, I never even thought about it. Like what I would even do. Like fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably go Jay's route. That sounds like the best way to do it because you gotta avoid getting involved personally because you never know how the other people might get mad at you or something. So I think I might do JayMan.
Can I just say this?
What?
Y'all both sound so controlling. Telling me I got 24 hours to do something. Y'all both sound so controlling.
Nah, that's not controlling. It's different. That context is different.
Y'all both sound so controlling over my situation.
Nah, that's different.
No,
That's different
he's
stuff.
right. He's right, Chris. It is controlling, but in that situation, I'm perfectly fine with it. Because one, I'm always have my family and friends back, and two, I don't give a fuck about Jonah Hill or his bitch.
But like,
what's up with that with Jonah Hill? Jonah Hill.
No, but
I'm just being real.
Jonah Hill.
With that situation, I can be in the middle. I can just give my honest opinion. When it comes to protecting my friends and family, I'm gonna always be on their side. I don't care how bad I look.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I respect that. I do respect that. But it's just like I said, it's
that's
just a
different
question.
though.
And it was just to take I was trying to uppercut some guy back, but he ain't.
That's different. That's totally different. That's totally different. Man.
Yeah, I agree. It's two completely different scenarios. But his point on it being controlling, 100% right. And I don't give a damn. I'm gonna control the hell out of that situation. No hesitation.
Because I guess the right way to do it without being controlling is you say, hey, you can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna go tell. You would have to go tell your friend or family member. It's the only way you're not controlling that person. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it's a totally different situation, man. Jonah Hill, man. But like, on some real shit, like, just for like, for all the men and shit, like, hey, bro, like I said, we don't know the complete context, but hey, man, let's just take it for what we do know. Jonah Hill come off real insecure, and if you got some insecurities in your life, you need to deal with that shit before you get into a relationship, like real shit, because you're just gonna end up destroying it anyway. You never know where that relationship with him or her could have went, but he drug his own insecurities into it. You know what I mean?
That's your final word?
Yeah. Because dude, like
JayMan, you want to give your final word before I do? You want me to give my final word?
Nah, I'm good. I feel like I've been saying the same thing almost the entire podcast, so I'm gonna let you give you a little final.
All you young dudes out there, I'm gonna say this. I want you to come close. Hold on. Come close. You got a wild one? Lay that pen down.
I was whispered a little too hard. We didn't hear none of that.
Here's Slick back.
He said, "Lay that pen down."
Back.
We don't, hey man. Trying to get us banned? trying to get us banned, man.
The Roast
I
with
didn't
Friends
say- I didn't say
podcast does
hit
not
it.
agree
I didn't
with
say
any
Does not
messages of
condone.
backhanding
Violent.
women.
I didn't say
Nuh-uh,
I didn't
player.
say nothing violent. I say later pimp hands down. I
Nah, player,
didn't
don't be
say
laying no
nothing
hands down.
The Roast
You
with
know.
Friends podcast does not agree with any type of
violent.
insinuation of any type of
No.
pimp
Type of
hands
violence
up or
towards
down,
women.
upside the
Yo,
head,
that
nothing
was
like
not,
that.
That was not a shot to say. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, some dudes can take it that way, man. Nah, player.
Yeah, just in case
But
that
you told me I gotta
1%.
be literal. All right, fellas, don't hit your women if you got a wild one. If you got a wild one, you know, I'll pray for you.
Nah, man.
What else got to say?
This nigga
Oh,
gonna get us
God.
canceled. We gonna lose our 7 subscribers and everything.
Shit, we
Oh
already
my
shit.
Like,
How hard we have to
goddamn.
work to get those 7
It took me a
subscribers?
month to get 7 subscribers. What the
Subscribers.
Come
hell
on,
going
man.
on?
Yo,
We gonna
Why
go down
y'all
from
tryna-
100
y'all tryna-
views to none.
y'all trying to
man.
get
Come
me
on.
canceled, fam.
You said it.
Y'all trying to get me canceled, yo.
Now you sound like Jonah Hill.
Hill.
You got yourself into this.
No, you hold
Nigga,
on.
you signed up for that.
Hold on. Jonah, is that you? Is that you, Jonah?
He takes off the mask like it was me the
Yo,
whole
I'm
time.
It is me,
done.
guys.
I'm
It's
done.
me,
Y'all,
guys. You
yo.
got it.
Y'all not gonna keep uppercutting this shit, yo. Y'all not gonna keep uppercutting me. I'm done. I'm done. AJ stay proud,
Hey,
man.
hold on.
Appreciate it. Some guy appreciate it, man. Yo, y'all go check out the podcast, man. Yo, I'm out, man. God.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
and we
We
go.
We go.
Oh, man.
Bye, Jonah.
Yo.